Do you ever forget to breathe? Not literally. Well, I guess it could be literally, but let me be vulnerable for a second. One of my greatest weaknesses is my inability to be in the moment. I so rarely feel present. I so often am looking toward the future, trying to plan my next steps. I've had a busy month with family, friends, content creation. We've been making super detailed builds, we've been putting out videos, putting out shorts, running the Discord, and we just launched the application video for our SMP. And so much more has gone into that than just the video. There's been a lot behind the scenes of that project. So first, let me say thank you. I wouldn't be doing any of this if you all weren't making me feel like it was worth my time. I say it all the time, but the community we're building here is incredible and it truly keeps me going. All of that to say, I was rushing this week to plan out some big grand build and I was just hitting a creative block. So I found myself sitting right here in this cafe, staring at my employee of the month art, and I finally took a breath, literally stared at myself and said, chill out, relax. But that's easier said than done, right? Speaking of relaxing, probably should get to bed before the mobs come out. That's my plan for today. Instead of one big build, I want to do a few smaller ones that are not planned out at all, just tiny things I've had in my head. Probably won't make the next viral Minecraft video, but they'll make me happy. They'll give me some time to decompress, and hopefully this video gives you time to do the same. And all in all, that's what's important, right? So with that, let's get going with our first thing. Last week I mentioned we upgraded to 26.1, which is Tiny Takeover, and we got a new baby chicken. His name is Popcorn. I don't know where he is. He was over here the last time I checked. He did get stuck up in a tree as well, but, well, Popcorn started out here and he went all the way to the top of that mountain. I flew him back down. He ended up stuck in that tree, and now he's lost again. So step one is find Popcorn. As cute as these baby mobs are, at least the chicken is so small. He's so hard to find. Every time I see a dandelion, I think it's him. And every time he's gotten lost, I've ended up finding him. So he's got to be around here somewhere. Is that him? No, that's a wildflower. On stream, we were having a conversation about a mod that shows you where your named mobs are on a map, but it has yet to be updated to 26.1. So I'm waiting on that. But when it does update, I do plan on taking care of that. Would he dare have entered into the nether? Skeleton did. Doesn't seem like Popcorn did. I don't think so. Like I said, he climbed up this mountain before. There's a lot of, wait, Popcorn. Okay. We got to get you out of here, bud. All right, first step is going to be to get Popcorn into a safe home. And not just Popcorn. Popcorn's gonna get put into detention for a second. Popcorn needs some friends too, but why don't we get the area set up first, and then we can worry about finding Popcorn a few roommates. I think it would be fun to just have like a little baby mob area right off the cafe here. So we'll clear this out. I'm gonna get some walls and just make them a nice little area, so that we can have a little collection of baby mobs here, a little decompressed zone off the side of the cafe. All right, first things first, just mark out this area a bit. Question is, where would we want the entrance to be? I guess right here. Yeah, right off of the main patio. And we'll just have it come out this way. Maybe open up a bit more back here, something like that. It's a decent area for maybe 4 or 5 baby mobs. So one of the things I want to do is kind of switch this up a bit, make it look a little bit more interesting, not just have all fences, maybe something like that. A few different changes in elevation throughout. We've got a few of these as well. Let's clear out some of this ground to make it look a little bit more natural. And as we're doing that, a couple of shameless things to plug here. I guess first, If you've been enjoying these videos, you've been enjoying the channel, maybe consider giving the video a like, leaving a comment. We make a commenter tree. Every episode, we pick a comment from the previous episode and add that person into our world where they are immortalized forever. Right now, we're coming off of a very fun live stream from earlier this week. We stream every Tuesday and Saturday on YouTube and on Twitch if that's your preferred platform. But our little community there is growing so quickly. Everyone that's been added in, who's been new, who's joined recently, it's just been such a pleasure to have around. I always look forward to streaming because it's just so fun to hang out with everybody, talk about things, chat with each other, and just have fun playing Minecraft. So if you're bored on a Tuesday or a Saturday night, hop in the stream. We'd be happy to have you. Our Discord server is also growing. We have great people over there, lots of incredible artists. Just it's overall a very welcoming place. So I'd highly recommend checking out the Discord as well. Link is in the description. Now let's get a little variation in here. And on top of all those things, we of course launched the SMP application earlier last week, and applications are open until April 28th. That link is in the description as well. If you're a content creator who plays on Java and you like my videos, maybe your videos are a little similar, I highly recommend applying. We've had some great applications so far. I'm excited to keep going through that as we continue forward. But with the launch of the SMP application, I've gotten some questions about the Forever World and what's going to happen to that series once the SMP gets started. The answer is it's not going to go anywhere. It is a forever world. Once the SMP gets going, we obviously will be making a little bit more SMP focused content. The video vibe will stay the same, just we'll have a little bit more company here and there. But regarding the forever world, I still plan on making videos here. Just because we're trying out something new doesn't mean that these videos are going to end. I've obviously created a lot of things that I really love in this world. I've put a ton of work and time into it, so there's no way that I'm leaving it behind. So while SMP content may be more frequent, you can expect to still see the Forever World content. And the nice thing about the SMP is the videos will be very similar to the Forever World videos. Like I said, we'll just be introduced to some new people, and you'll get to see their amazing builds as well. But all in all, each video follow the same sort of cadence that you're used to. All right, we got a little variation in here. Our little pit. That looks fine. We can add some leaves around. Probably we should do that, huh? Yeah. And around here a little bit. All right, we got them a little watering hole here. Kept it 1 deep because I don't want them to drown. We got a gate there. Go in and out. And I don't know what else to put in here. I guess we'll add a little bit of foliage on the outside. Maybe just some bushes to kind of like get overgrown here. Don't want to go too crazy though. Sure. Maybe with these extra wildflowers, we'll just sprinkle some on the edge here. Give them a little bit of color. I think that's a nice little area. I wonder, can you, got a thought, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. So let's take a little trip here and test this out. Okay, I stopped in my flower chest and I actually brought a bunch of little things over here to add a little bit of life to their pen, add some color. I don't want them to be in this desolate area. Okay, so I can put bushes there. Okay, and one more. And then in between, can we put grass here? We can. I don't know why I did not expect that. We're actually going to do that. Pretend like it's something for the mobs to munch on and eat. And then we've got a few other things we can add around. We can add maybe a couple firefly bushes, a little bit of dry grass as well. Seems fitting in here. And what about a little bit of moss too? Seems like our light levels are good in here, so we don't have to worry about that. I think this is ready for move-in. Our first simple build of the day. I'm pretty happy with it. So with that said, let's get our resident baby mob in here, Mr. Popcorn. Ooh, I've just remembered I got some really cool fan art of Popcorn from last episode. I'm going to put it in right here. That comes from Trina. Trina, thank you for doing that. Such a cool little thing. Popcorn to hang out next to the cafe in his coffee mug. I absolutely love it. All right. that is that. Let me get my inventory sorted, and then we are going to go collect a few more baby mobs to add to our little collection. Okay, we've got a pig in here. He's been locked, and then I just got a cow and a sheep. This little hill has been very, very lucrative for our, no, come back here. Come on. So we got to lock these two down. Okay, if I can hit him. Actually, it might be fun to have a couple golden dandelions in here. I would really like to have a baby rabbit, but I know that's going to be difficult because we're going to have to keep him tied down, but it might be worth it. I think it will be. But I also would like one more baby chicken to hang out with Popcorn. So that's the two things we need to do. I really enjoy how easy they made the golden dandelion and also the name tags. It's just a part of the game that, you're just meant to have fun with. So it should be easy. And I think they nailed that. I know we've got a couple of rabbits up here. There's one right there. And there's one over there. Come on, guys. I love the fat rabbits. They're probably my favorite addition to Tiny Takeover. Come on, Mr. Brown Rabbit. Nope, come here. Gotcha. They're in love. All right. Nope, come back here. Nope, guys. That sounded bad. What happened? What happened? Oh my gosh. All right, well, let's age lock this guy real quick. That's going to be easier said than done, huh? There we go. Okay, got him. Got to make sure we don't let this guy go. We need to stop by the storage system first. Going to get a fence gate or a fence post so we can tie him down, and then we'll get him into the pen. And the last thing we'll need is one more chicken, and then we'll name everybody. Little parkour. Did it break? No, he's still there. Come on. All right. He died. Dang it. That was such a slow drop. Okay, we need a couple more golden dandelions. Try again. Believe this guy is a new rabbit. I don't know. Oop, there's another one. Okay. For as much as rabbits jump, you would think they wouldn't take fall damage, but guess they do. Come on, let's go up here. New guy. New guy. They're so fast. All right, got him. Oh, no. Got him again. All right, we're going to fly very softly over to the cafe. He's alive. Okay, he's in here safely. Hopefully he's not too miserable with his lead on, but it's for the best. Let's see. Okay, those eggs did not prove fruitful. I'm going to go grab some more. I had a bit of a chicken break over here, but I do have some extra melon seeds, so let's just do that. Get our little guy there, give him a golden dandelion, and we'll bring him over as well. Popcorn, dang it, get back here. Popcorn's a rebel without a cause. Let's go. All right, everybody seems to be having a good time. I'm going to get those name tags, and we are going to name our guys up. Bear with me. Popcorn kind of set the precedent for the theme here. So we've got Popcorn. For his little friend here, we have Butter. Butter. Tiniest hitbox ever. We've got Butter. We got Nacho the pig. We've got Milk Dud the cow. Marshmallow the sheep. And we've got Twizzler the bunny. Everybody wants to be named Twizzler, apparently. There we go. All right. Everybody's got a name. They all want to congregate in that corner for some reason. But that's task one done. They have allowed me to take a breath. And I appreciate them for doing so. Time to round up our frogs. And then after our frogs, we are going to work on a cool little world map. I want to do a world map and a bulletin board somewhere around our town square. But Larry, you're coming with me. Then we'll find Mo and Curly. We'll go from there. Thought I saw Curly jumping over here. Or Mo. One of the two. There's a rabbit. Could have been that jumping, actually. There's a lot of powdered snow up here, which makes me nervous. We are going to go all the way to the top here to see if we can't find this guy. Or guys. Pigs. Sheep. A lot of animals that don't really belong on a mountaintop. Wait. Who do we got here? Barely saw him. Curly. Okay, Curly. You're coming with me. Gotta bring him to join his friend. Now it's time to find Mo, and I think we'll be good. Well, we got some bad news. I think Mo died. I can't find him anywhere. I have Curly, I have Larry, and who knows, maybe we'll have another Larry story, but it's doubtful. So I'm going to get these guys over here, and I'm not sure how Three Stooges fans will react to this, but Curly and Larry are going to rebirth Mo. Um, it may be sacrilegious to the fan base, but love is love. So we're going to let these guys do their thing, and Mo will be returned to us shortly. All right. In the meantime, let me make sure this guy lays his eggs, and then we'll move on. Future Mo. Whoa. He landed perfectly on that lily pad. Curly's a flight risk. I guess Larry is too, but we'll let them be. Oh, also, you may, if you've been watching the episodes, you know that I created a resource pack so Shy Guy, our sniffer, would make noises like a shy guy. Well, in my Discord, Tori made the comment that Popcorn should be mayor. So I decided to try my hand at making another resource pack, but actually making a model this time. Let me show you what we came up with. It's super simple, but it's so good. You might be able to see him back there. Popcorn, there he is. Popcorn is the mayor. He's got a little mayor's hat, little top hat. Oh, too funny. This was so fun and it was so easy. So I don't know, scratched an itch. I love learning new things, and making that model unlocked a new skill. Even though that one's really simple, I think the next time we do it, whatever we may do, we'll come up with something even cooler. But yes, Popcorn has been officially named mayor of Zephyria. Speaking of community suggestions, I got another one from Kirsten saying that there should be a little stable next to the tavern. And I couldn't agree more. So let's throw that together really quick. Just a really simple build. It'll hold a couple horses, but I think that'll be a nice addition to the tavern. So instead of having our guys chained up out here, they can have a nice stable where they can eat and drink. So with that said, let's get started. So now we've got a nice little horse stable off the side of the tavern here for people to drive up, park their horses. The horses have some food on the side. They also have a little water trough here. I was pretty happy with that. I think that turned out nice. The sides are a little unrealistic, but I don't know. I like it. It looks nice. And our two horses now have a place to call home. We will create a much larger horse stable sometime in the future, but for now, I think this is a great little start. So I've got one more small project I want to do during this breathtaking episode. We have been able to just kind of chill and get our stuff done today. I've got to put a few things away so we can get our inventory cleared out and ready for the next build. But our next build is going to focus on creating a little map for our world. Not just a map, but we'll also do like a very simple bulletin board, like a town bulletin board for postings. It doesn't really serve a purpose, but I think it would just be fitting to have one in the area. And then we'll have like a map right next to it to kind of act as a town directory. So that's the plan. Let me get my inventory sorted out and we'll hop on that. I was thinking we could just do the map and bulletin board right here. I don't really have a plan for this area, and I think I'm going to leave this open the way that it is. So, we wouldn't necessarily need like a bridge or anything going that way. And we already kind of have a path in this direction. So let's destroy this part, and then we can get building on the actual structure of these two little things. This is just going to be nice and simple, but it'll allow us to kind of show off our world. So we'll make those maps in a second, and then we'll just make the bulletin board right next door. Again, just another simple build. Being able to take a breath this week has really allowed me to find inspiration again. I was having a lot of creative block when trying to plan out my next builds, but since I've allowed myself to kind of take it easy this week, been able to recoup, or my brain has been able to recoup some of that creative energy. It's made me think about some of the content suggestions I've gotten a little bit more seriously, because these videos do take a lot of brain power, and I have been able to pump them out week after week. They take a lot of time as well, and I enjoy all the time I put into them, but there may be another week like this in the future where I just need a little break. And some of the content suggestions that I've been getting kind of feeds into those breaks a little bit. I've had suggestions for soft-spoken long plays, for long plays where I read like Reddit stories or where I tell my own stories, even suggestions for a full hardcore series. I'm hoping that by the time this video comes out, I would have beaten hardcore Minecraft through the streams for the first time. And if that is the case, you'll probably see the VOD of that public on the channel, but it could be fun just to actually do a video series with it. But with any of these suggestions, I'm always open to hearing, and actually I want to hear what you think about it. All in all, at the end of the day, I'm going to make what makes me happy as our first bulletin post. Who knows, some of this stuff may speak to me and we'll try something new out. All right. So as I was yapping, we got some posts up on our bulletin board. We could add some others as well, but we need to get this map going to really lock this down. I think we'll just kind of extend these out a little bit. And you know what? Sure, we can connect it up right here. Why not? I think I'm going to take these maps and extend them by one size, and then I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get a good enough picture of our area. We'll have to grab some paper and things. Let me get that all settled, and then we'll start out on our little mapping journey. Okay, I've got 16 maps. I think since this is kind of just the center, I think we can just start here. Okay. That is, I guess, what we're looking for. Now, do I do this to make it bigger? Yes. Okay. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. So that's going to take a little bit of flying around. Now, let's open map number 2. I don't know what the right method is for this, but we are just going to give it a shot. Okay, seems like this is doing what I want it to. I think we are in business. It's just going to be a little bit of a process to fill these all in. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and keep recording. We'll do a little bit of flying around, and future editing Salami will add a little voiceover here to cover the last bit of all of our maps. I do hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you're watching this far into it, I really appreciate it. The watch time helps so much with the algorithm, and it really helps with our goal of reaching YouTube partner status, so I appreciate you for sticking around. This is kind of a perfect example of those long plays I was talking about earlier. There's about 30 minutes of footage of me just flying around, filling out these maps. All right, quick interjection. Let's start to look at these and see. So now we want to get like our ship and things. Okay, all right, back to your scheduled programming. So as I was saying, there's a lot of footage here that just really goes to waste. So if it's something you'd be interested in, those long plays where I just kind of tell a story over the footage, let me know. Always open to new ideas. All right, I think we have the final pieces. It went a little bit further this way than I would have liked. But you know what? The terrain generation out here is actually pretty cool. So eventually we may expand out that way. The only part that got cut off in all of this, you can see all of our walls here, back there, and then this mountain range. And over here, unfortunately, down here where we planned for like the guild hideout, that's cut off on the map, but kind of makes sense, right? The guild hideout should be secretive. Maybe it wouldn't be on a map. It's going to feel nice to periodically update this and see our world from above. It'll be something we can update from time to time just to see how far we've come. Every build we add, maybe we'll update the map so that this is always live and the most updated version. Before I forget, I added a couple commenter trees here. They're a little bit bigger than the other ones just because I wanted to frame this out a little bit more. But for today, we'll anoint this one with our next commenter, and that is Nick. Nick has joined many of the streams, enjoyed many of the videos. He's got something against horses, but you know what? We won't hold it against him. There's his tree for today's episode. Remember, if you want your own tree, probably this one for next episode. Leave a comment on this video, and maybe you'll be added to the world. But with that, I think that's it for this week. I feel like I finally caught my breath. Did you? I hope so. As always, I appreciate you watching. Next week, we're back on the grind. We're going to have a nice build. I'm excited for it. It's actually going to add a lot of utility to this world. But for now, thanks for listening. Thanks for hanging out. Until next time.